Welcome back to Planet's Coaster 2. We've been here before. We've seen this. We've seen this rapids, right? We've seen it. In the upper left-hand corner, though, you can see something different. Um, yeah. The parades pack, DLC, and all that has been out now for a little bit. By the time you guys see this, it'll be in the future of this recording for sure. But I've started building a park using this as well as a bunch of other stuff, um, and things from the workshop because why not? Um, to yeah, that's a thing over there. To excuse me, come up with something fun. Uh, haven't built the entrance though yet. Yeah. I'm thinking I might have parades go down here though, right? I gotta practice a little bit more. Excuse me, with parades. Again, by the time you guys see this, it'll probably be a month from actually when I record it. I do a lot of recording over my summer to uh to get ready, uh, so that I have content. But this is kind of what I've been working on. This whole section. It actually started with this and this and the waterfalls, and I wanted to make something, to go with it. There's a lot left, obviously, including just an entrance. Um, but here we are, and we're gonna do some building today. But I want to show you guys, what I've got so far. We got to put some. I thought I got rid of all those. Maybe I didn't. All the railings. This is a single rail, single rider. I love this. This is cool. It's cool. And then we got a water ride over here to go along with the rapids ride. And yeah, I just, I really like what I see here. Most of the flat rides here, actually, I think all the flat rides here are from the workshop, right? But you know, the flume here goes, around it. And then on the exterior side, we've got this. And then lots of waterfalls. Lots of waterfalls. So let's go for a ride, at least on the wide log flume, and see what it's all about. While the rest, well, we'll start working on afterwards. I love that drop. That drop is so fun. Makes you think of maybe a little bit of Tiana's Bayou, right? As you come out, you can see the park, all that. It's just it's a phenomenal drop. Was not my intent to have that kind of a drop, but or at least the view that's there on that drop, but it's there. Let's move this tree here. Wee bit of the cool thing for this ride, which obviously we're gonna have to put signage up for, and all that, is you come down here and you walk under the brush, and you're covered, which is cool. Something different, right? And we'll have to build the station and all that as we go. All right, let's go to the next thing that I did here. I like this. I'm really happy that they've added these types of rides. This is not going to be its final color at all. It's going to be some kind of green and brown. What that is yet, I don't know, but I wanted to keep the color so just so I could kind of see everything right up against the wall over here, into the fountain, or into the fountain, into the yeah, like this. It's gonna have to get moved, I think. Maybe not. We'll have to actually pause it when we get to that. I want to make sure we're not hitting anything. But it's cool. Like you dive down the waterfall, right? And then it's got the ski chute over here with the water coming out the back. So let's go for a ride on this bad boy. Don't care about the top part. There we go. Here's where we want to check some stuff. Let's get out. Actually, we're okay. Here we go. And that's that boy there. And then we've got a single rail over here. Again, not the final colors, not the final name, none of that, but you know, it's all here. Let's go for another quick ride up. All right. So now, what we got to do is start filling in the gaps, making it look pretty. Also, here's the details of this one. Good ride. So this is going to be easy here. We're just going to stick a forest on the outside, although I do want to see what I've got If I've got like a jungle ruin, that's a little too big, unfortunately. Yeah, it would have been really cool if I thought about this beforehand and we flew through the jungle ruin, right? Like, too bad I didn't think of that to start. Dag, dumb it. Yeah, that's not gonna work too high. Fudge knuckles. No, that's fine. What else have I got in here? So I got jungle ruins. Obviously, that's what I was just looking at. Set something up like that there. I'm kind of building into what we've got that already exists. That's a big old jungly ruin. Now, something like this might work in here. If we get rid of that. All right, this absolutely could work in here. So that works. Jungle yielding. Ew. Now maybe this. Could work. If I got rid of this here darn tree. And that. And that and that. And that. And that and that. And not that. See that, and what I want to do, I want to get this, I want to edit the ride, we're going to get rid of. Oh, we got to move this building over a smidge more. No, don't go to construction mode. Track supports off. Track supports off. And we'll leave those track supports on. Let's move. Oh, that's unfortunate. Something like that. Oh. And we gotta move it this way. Still gotta move over. A little bit more. Okay, and then edit. Track support off. Alright. I wonder if that'll work. You're gonna get really freaking close. But let's go for a ride and see if it works. Speed it up. Because we don't need CDOS whole thing. Woo! Yeah, it works! Alright. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, we're totally keeping that. For sure. We're going to edit the coaster here. So that this is gray. Just fits in better here. Same thing here. We want to edit this so that we're gray. Actually, now let's... I can make all that green. And then we'll make this one now gray. And we'll make this one gray. All right. Looking way more better. All right, so we've got that in there. So now it's kind of just make the jungle, but we can use these. These guys. Okay, and then we'll have to come through here and add some more trees. Custom, and we need palm. What the flying monkey? Dang. Too high. That's still too high. Okay, we're gonna... All right. Getting someplace, I tell ya. Oh, it's still got that big ol' heifer up there. Let's go for a ride now. We're actually going to keep changing the color of this thing. And we'll need to make stations and other stuff to go with it too. Here we go. Let's stop. Let's start. Now let's go for an actual ride. Ha! Right through a tree. All right. Right through a goddamn gum tree. I feel like there was another place too, or it's maybe a little close. I think it was these guys. There's this guy too. And since we're here, let's get some bush. All right, almost done with bush. Also, we need to do this stuff. We gotta get the greenery going here. All right. Let's hop back on board. Thought I moved the trees. I was wrong. All right, let's move you. Let's move you more. All right. All right, let's do this again. Erg. Oh, how the heck did those get there? That's a simple mistake. Biscuits. All right, let's do this again from the beginning. All right, that's better. The cool thing there, man, if you're not paying attention, you miss the camera. Did you guys catch where the camera is? Did you? Did you catch the camera? Right here. All right, that's that. Woo, we're in the building. All right. We'll have to build a station. It's going to need a station. Actually, it's going to need two stations. And we're gonna put. I'm gonna put probably some torches. In fact, let's get some torches going here. It becomes a pain in the butt to put torches in. I don't have to move these. All right. All right. Annoying. I wish that we had better means to edit, the rides and all that stuff. Track. If you guys know a better way, tell me. I've always tried like the attached scenery thing, but that sometimes doesn't line things up. All right, we've got torches there along the stop area. All right. Um, man, I gotta decide if we're gonna add torches and stuff on here. I'm not sure, but that is done. So this section, other than the station building, is off done. Let's check this bad boy out, and maybe we'll do a little bit of work on here. Maybe I'll call it quits. We'll see. And a fun little junior ride. All right. Hmm. We do need us an entrance. And we do need us an exit. So let's at least get those things built. And let's copy this and fix. Okay. It's not going to have the desired effect. Okay. Let's. Do. Muchas perfectas. In fact, not quite muchas perfectas. Let's just change this up a bit. Wrong one. There we go. All right, so we've at least got it connected to the park area. We can exit into this main stuff, but I want everybody entering from here. So there we go. That's what we've got. Let me know what y'all think. Leave me a comment. We've got quite a bit to go. I fully realize that. But it's looking pretty good. So again, let me know what you think. And we're gonna keep building. And we're gonna keep beautifying. We're gonna have to add some stuff in here. But we're looking good. I like this. I like the dual waterfalls. It's an interesting, out. This is cool as it builds in. You've got the big waterfall over here, the step waterfall. So, yeah. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And until next time, I will see y'all. Let's save this bad boy as Midwest Adventures Park.